I don't know why I have asthma. It's been this ongoing thing that I still haven't figured out ever since the start of this year.
There is a category of asthma that I would consider immunologic. There's another big category that's called reactive airway disease, which is not immunologic and has to do with patients who are exposed to certain chemicals or toxins or smoke or fumes that cause the airways to react, and that's why we call it reactive airway disease.
If I'm running and I get an asthma attack, then it just feels like everything is like I just can't breathe, and it just makes it so much pain to do whatever I'm doing.
Sometimes asthma can be a very serious illness and can go on to quite significant symptoms.
It's not fun to be a runner having to deal with that kind of pain. Running is difficult enough as it is. You don't want to also have asthma attacks flaring up on you. So that was pretty rough.
None of us really knew what was going on. It's really scary when your teammate starts like hyperventilating and you kind of like don't understand what's going on and whether she's safe or not, and so it was really scary.
Within a week or so, she started having very serious asthma attacks. She didn't know what it was at that point and was finally diagnosed with that. It took quite a while to get it under control.
My symptoms have worsened since the start of the season because at first, like, I barely had it, and then when the season continued on and I kept on running and exerting myself more and more over the season, I was like, I had to keep on getting on different medications for my asthma as it got worse.
The treatment is to give medications to make the airway open, and we call that bronchodilation, bronchodilate. Our plan with Charlotte was to treat her and to be aggressive with trying to treat her prior to her competitive events, so that we could optimize that her airways would not cause bronchoconstriction.
Like, I was taking an inhaler once every day in the morning and every 12 hours. So once in the morning and then once at night, in addition to my inhaler 30 minutes before my sports exercise.
I started coaching in about, 2004, 2005. And, again, there were a few people with asthma then, but there was obviously an increase. And by now, our girls varsity team, at least 5 of the 7 girls varsity runners have asthma, and it might even be 6.
A lot of factors now, house mites, house dust, and certain problems that are in our environment all the time. So exhaust, fumes, smoke, air pollution. It's sometimes not possible to remove all these things from our environment, whether it be sulfur or hydrocarbons or whatever that could be triggering asthma. There's a lot more environmental factors that I think physicians and clinicians like myself are not totally aware of. Being in San Francisco and being in the Bay Area, I think we're leaders of really trying to do that. I think recently there's been a big step for California to be the leader in terms of trying to get most of our automobiles towards becoming electric cars, and these are the kinds of big steps that our society needs to make in terms of reducing air pollution. It's everybody's effort to make our environment more safe for all of us.